Thank you, Senator Marcoleta. Would the Senate President like to make a statement? I was already able to share what you sent me last night about the 80-year-old father who died because there was no electricity to allow him to use the nebulizer.
Magandang tanghali, Madam Chair, Senator Marcoleta. I thank both of you and everyone in the room for your work on having more reliable, efficient supply of electricity or power, and also lowering the price. As you know, there's major developments even before the Iran-Israel US war, wherein the World Bank was convinced to start lending for nuclear, which they haven't done in a long time because of the fear that China will be leaps and bounds ahead of the Western world when it comes to AI, because AI requires so much power, no? And even before that, we have had problems with grids, with islands, with the energy mix and everything. So the only statement I want to make, Madam Chair, is two. Number one, hindi totoo na may delays under our administration. In fact, even after the shooting incident and attack against the Senate nung Wednesday, may BICAM ng Thursday on the voucher system sa House of Representatives, and I actually confirmed my attendance, pero sila ang nag-postpone nun. Yung pagpunta ng farmers dito, sila din ang nag-postpone. So I thank you for pushing through with this hearing. The second thing I want to mention is that as you all know, the chairperson is my sister. So we share the same culture and language coming from one family. And we all know, pagka-crisis, iba yung kilos. Di ba? So kung may exam bukas, kailangan mo mag-cram. Di ba? Kung bukas ang bayaran ng kuryente at hindi mo pa hawak ang pera, kailangan mong gawan ng paraan. So given the present crisis, it's actually an opportunity. Because things that we wouldn't have think of, no, whether it's the loans for new power plants, whether it's joint exploration, or whether it's Philippine side lang na exploration of oil and gas, whether it's the bills of Senator Marcoleta regarding the lifeline rates, etc. Yung mga to hindi natin iisipin kung hindi crisis, di ba? I'll give you an example sa hindi power. Sa K-12, nagdagdag tayo ng 2 years, pero sa findings mismo ng EDCOM, wala pang equivalent ng 8 years ang pagpasok ng mga bata. Okay? So, nung K-10 tayo, kindergarten plus 10 years. Nakaka-10 years sila plus kindergarten. Nung nag-K-12, bumaliktad. Ang equivalent lang is 7 point something, less than 8 years. So, this crisis gives us the opportunity na tanggalin ba natin 1 o 2 grade sa senior high school? Ganon din sa agriculture. Of course, we're doing a lot. Diba? But hindi kumikita yung farmers eh. Of course, we're giving subsidies sa logistic, pero nabubulok yung pagkain na walang nangyayari, no? So I just like to encourage the room to really, I know gas-gas na yung think out of the box, di ba? Pero kapag ka may crisis, pati yung box mawawala pag hindi tayo kumilos ng doble, triple, no? So I know it's not a one-day session, one hearing, finding solutions, but I really hope that it's not the statistics, di ba? Yung, I sent that to my sister because numbers remain to be a statistic until you have a human face, di ba? So nung tinext na hindi nakapag-nebulize dahil walang kuryente na matay, I hope we put a human face to our powers energy, no? And I'm not going to blame anyone in the room, no? Not the DOE, not the National Grid, not ourselves. I'm just saying crisis. Let's find a way to get something done. Thank you, Madam Chair.
Thank you, Senate President. So just very briefly, my reminders for those who are new, we're practicing sustainability in the entire Senate. You have glasses. Feel free to refill your glasses. Ayaw natin ng PET bottles dito. Also, we're minimizing the use of paper. So yung position papers nyo, we always welcome na digital ang submission nyo. Of course, kung may senator na gusto ng ng printed, we print naman for them. And then smoking, sitting is the new smoking, so you're always welcome to stand up, stretch your legs, hindi nyo kailangan magpaalam. I will always give the names of the resource persons who are next, so if you have to go to the bathroom, you don't need to ask for my permission. Okay, we're adults here. I will treat you professionally, and I want you to be mindful of your health also. So, bathroom break, drink healthy water. I hope healthy yung pagkain na sinerve sa inyo. Hindi na yan pinaklear sa akin. Pero, hopefully. Anyway, okay. So, I think we're ready to start. I will give you all the order of our presentation by the resource persons. The first will be DOE, followed by ERC, and then followed by the Department of Finance. Okay? So let us now start with, and by the way, I think you were given your timelines. They are short. The reason being this is an overview, and I want everyone to have the chance to speak because you came all the way here. And then hihimayin po natin yung inyong mga statements in the following hearings or TWGs. And we will always have small group meetings naman po with all of you. So bear with us so that everybody can speak. Also, as much as possible, those who are here representing their principals, no, mga from the senator's offices, pakisabihan nyo naman yung the senators who you work with that ang ano natin, ang susundin natin is we let the resource persons finish speaking first, no? Since dalawa lang kami ni Senator Marcoleta, my rule always is kung dalawa lang, pwede naman mag-quick question. But I don't open the floor because hindi matatapos, hindi mabibigyan ng time lahat ng nag-abalang pumunta dito at magbigay ng oras sa atin. Okay, that's it for all my reminders. DOE, Yusek, Mario Marasigan, you have the floor.